Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Sunday Sense, episode 6. We are one away from lucky number 7. I am very excited to what's to come. I am thankful for the time that you dedicate to listen to my craziness that I call sense. Um, and thank you. I really hope that you continue to stick around for a very long time, which I hope this is just the beginning. Feel free to leave messages, send me messages, or smoke signals. No, no, don't get anything on fire. Take that back. But any other shape or form of messages that you want to send over, they're welcome, and I will try to see them all, respond them all, and care about all. Nah, not really. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, Today, I think it's important that we talk about a couple of topics on a couple of different things that have been happening that I can't comprehend. I can't comprehend. Like, look, I became an American citizen because of my grandfather, and I guess I got the love for this country because of him. He fought in World War One and World War Two, and he was an amazing dude, amazing guy. Didn't get the opportunity to meet him, but he has amazing decorations and he had amazing kids. And I can tell you that my father was a perfect example of that. An amazing man. Uh, so my uncles don't even mention. I mean, I can even tell you about my uncle Luciano that I remember passed away years back in a very unfortunate situation. But I can tell you that he was awesome. He was awesome. And I will make him laugh so much, he will get red like a potato. Tomato, I'm sorry. Potato, tomato, same thing. Am I right? No, that's what they say? No, there's not a saying. But he used to get red like a tomato. And I really enjoy making him laugh. I really did. And my whole family is amazing. My only uncle left alive, Tonino, is an amazing guy with an amazing family as well. And that's all due to my grandfather. So that basically brought up the love that I have for this country and the appreciation that I have for this country. And even though I have lived and visited many other countries, I can tell you that I appreciate and love this country even more every time I leave and I come back. And that is something that brings me to the first topic, which is how can we as a society, as a country, and let me get this clear first of all. I am extremely pro First Amendment and Second Amendment. As a matter of fact, even more Second Amendment than the first, because if you don't have the second, there will be no first. So I am extremely pro Second Amendment, extremely pro First Amendment. But how they say, everything in moderation, am I right? And what do I mean by that? The beginning of the week, I've been seeing more and more protests, pro-Palestinian protests. And even though they do have the right to protest, like everybody else, they do, there should be a line that line should never cross. And once again, it doesn't matter if you're protesting pro-Palestine or you're protesting pro-Israel or you're protesting pro-aliens or pro-illegal aliens. But I mean, why would you be agreeing with illegal aliens? But okay, whatever. Anyways, my point is the following: how can we as a country, as a society, allow people to come and chant "Death to America, down to America" in our own country? Is something I can't comprehend. That really and truly does not match in my head. It doesn't. And I will put a perfect example on what happens in other countries. And I'm going to talk about Germany. Germany is a beautiful country. It is a beautiful country. People there are pretty interesting, very interesting. Even though we understand Germans to be very serious and stuff, I will tell you, they're really nice people and extremely smart. Extremely smart. They're very capable. So capable that I think it would be fair to admit that they do have possibly two of the best brands there are, which is BMW and Mercedes Benz. And not only that, I mean, they make H&K, one of my favorite brands of pistols. I have a bunch of them, I collect them. But I really and truly love the VP9. I was lucky enough to shoot a G36 fully auto and many other weapons that are just unique from H&K. They are amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not getting paid to talk about them, but I wish I did. At least send me a gun. No, I'm just kidding. It's my opinion. I really and truly love, especially that VP9 is so good, so reliable. I don't know how many thousand rounds I have in that gun, and I never got jammed, never a problem. I don't clean all the time. I really don't. I have to admit that. But it's never. It's just so reliable. It's amazing. But look, sorry I diverted a little bit into that, but Germans are people that they love their country. They're proud of what they make. They're proud of who they are, but they cannot express it because in their minds, and this is something that you can actually talk to them about. You can hear it from them. In their minds is if they show their love for their country, they're going to be considered Nazis. So that's why they have tried so much to open up the doors to refugees and this and that, and trying to erase that image that they shouldn't have. Because in my personal opinion, the Nazis from Germany are gone. I mean that I don't think that even exists. If you go around Germany, you really don't see that. You really don't. People are once again, most of them are very serious, but very welcoming, very awesome people, and very unique and very smart once again. The sense of humor that they have, I really don't get it. But who am I? I make some jokes that I don't even understand sometimes. Even though I have an excuse, I'm a dad, so okay, I'm allowed to make those dad jokes. But yes, it is crazy. It's crazy to come here and then realize that us Americans are trashing our country, are putting our country down. Yes, there is some deep changes that need to happen in November. Yes, I agree, and yes, we are in a hole. Yes, we are, and are we gonna get out of it? I hope so. I hope so. Every single election that comes along, we try to always sell it as this is the election, and if we don't go out and vote and make the right decision, we're doomed. And every single election is the last one. I will tell you something. I feel like this one is it. Um, I don't really believe that somebody can mess it up as bad as we are, and we do need big change. But that doesn't mean that we're going to allow others to come here and chant death to America or down to America. I mean, if these people are nationalized citizens, they should be, the citizenship should be revoked and kicked out of here. Or if they were born here, they need to suffer some kind of a consequence. I mean, is crazy. That's terrorism. Look, they're already giving you heads up. They're already giving you heads up of what's coming. One thing is self defense on something that you don't know when it happens and you react to it because you didn't know it was gonna be that bad. And another thing is when they're already telling you, "Hey, I'm going to do this, and I think this of you," and then what? I mean, what other signs do you want? This is crazy. How do we allow this? We don't need a tragedy to create pride in America, to unite us, to appreciate this country. We don't need that. We tragedies shouldn't happen for us to start loving our our country, to have that sense of nationalism, in the sense of loving where we are and who we are as a nation. Um, but lately they have been using it so much as, oh, you're a nationalist or something, you're a terrorist or you're a Nazi, whatever it is. I mean, it's so wrong. It's so wrong because this is an amazing country. with amazing people. That we have millions and millions of people we don't even know, that's a different story. But it's a great place. It's a great place. And I think we're going to turn this around. I think we're going to turn it around to make it even a better place after November, 100%. I think people are fed up and we're going to do something about it. And we're all going to go vote. And we're going to make sure that we choose the right person to come and save us all. Because, man, we need to be saved. We're in this hole, and I don't know. I feel like we're inside of this hole asking for somebody to throw a rope. And hopefully somebody does throw a rope in November, and everything changes come January. But something tells me that when we get to January and it's time to put that new leadership in power, it's going to be a lot of people doing what they're complaining about now. There's going to be a lot of people not recognizing it, a lot of people fighting it back because they have been there, they have done that. And let's see. But we do need to get together as a nation. We do need to understand what an amazing country we have. We need to start loving this country because this country deserves to be loved. It does. And they're people. People are amazing. Look, nobody's perfect, am I right? But is still far away from other countries in the sense of goodness. Coming to this city where I am right now, in Nashville, North Carolina, I have come to meet a different kind of society. And like everything has goods and bads. But the good is simply very good. Very good. People here have a big heart. And that's who America is. That is who America is. Not because we are always ready to help others and be, ready. That's who we are. We're ready to see whoever needs help, we jump in for head first. But it is their nature. It's who they really are. It's the way they treat others. It's a real America. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And I can't comprehend how can some people just publicly or even privately chant down to America or death to America. That doesn't add up in my head. It really doesn't. It should be illegal, and something needs to be done about it. But let's talk about a more entertaining subject. Let's talk about Diddy. Diddy's case. It's very interesting because, look, I obviously I read a lot of news, I mentioned before, and I'm always going back and following day to day a bunch of different news from a bunch of different countries, and just because I like to once again understand the mentality from everybody. But I am guilty of also watching Instagram in the morning, dedicating some time to scroll up and stuff, and most of the time one of the first people that pops up in my Instagram is 50 cents. 50 Cent. Man, that guy, if you're on his bad side, I'm so sorry. I am really sorry. Because this is the kind of person that will just push that step all the way in and gotta say pedal to the metal all the way until he he brings you down, and he has no shame, no fear, no nothing into expressing himself. And you know what? I'm glad he's like that. Straightforward, beautiful, and it's crazy the amount of things that he posts and he shows about Diddy. Look, I am a firm believer in the justice system. I don't know if right now it's working properly. Obviously, there's a lot of things that in this country are not working properly. But I think everybody has the right to the day in court. They do. They do. And it's very important. And Diddy is one of those. Um, people like to say you're innocent until proven guilty. Even though I feel it's completely different and the way they approach is completely different. It's more like, hey, you are guilty and good luck proving you're not, kind of thing. But in Diddy's case runs deep. No Diddy. Now, that no Diddy comment, um, you're gonna have to Google it because I'm not talking about it in this podcast. It's not gonna happen. So, anyways, is it's interesting. It's interesting to see all the things that have happened, how they have happened, and so many people have been saying it from before. I don't know what is going to happen, but I do admire the way that a lot of people just take humor out of everything and they see the funny side of things. By the way, my comment of No Diddy was possibly the first thing that came out that made a statement and that everybody is starting to use. And it was very clever, I have to admit. And I do appreciate a lot of those new comedians nowadays, and even pre-existing comedians that have no problem expressing themselves and not rehearsing whatever they have to say. And I'm glad. I'm very glad for these people because you know what? They keep they keep us alive, keep us laughing at things. We can't take things so seriously in certain occasions as everybody does. Nowadays, whatever you say, whatever comes out of your mouth, they're going to judge you for it and they're going to think the worst out of you. Comedy is not the same as it used to be, and I really and truly hope it does. It does come back to be what it used to be because it's needed. That dark side in comedy is essential for us to get loose. And no Diddy. But I see this case and let's see what happens. Let's see. This is a very interesting soap opera, and 50 Cent makes it even more interesting. Um, and the comments, I mean, it's crazy and fun. So I hope he keeps it up. Um, so let's see what comes up on that. You know, talking about what could happen to Diddy and if he ends up going to jail or not. I think is interesting what is happening in New York. There is a group of inmates suing, trying to I don't know how can I say it. They're trying to get the courts to allow them to watch the solar eclipse tomorrow. And I mean, look, I could see it both ways. I can see it as no Diddy. I can see it. No, I promise I'll stop the joke here. I can see it as they want to, enjoy something that is happening, and I also see it as if you're in jail or in prison, there is a reason for it. So you lose some freedoms. Am I right? So I don't know. I mean, both sides can be seen. But the solar eclipse comes with a lot of people scaring others around. I remember watching a couple videos during the week. Some people that are conspiracy theorists. And look, I don't take this lightly. And I'll tell you why I don't take this lightly. Because I'm one of those that sometimes thinks like a conspiracy theorist. Like, the way we are called because of the way we think about certain things. Unfortunately, until now, that conversation of conspiracy theories to reality have been proven that the conspiracy theory has been right and reality has been fake. Not wrong, fake. So It's very interesting that we use the terminology conspiracy theory, am I right? But I don't see these people as being too right. So I guess those conspiracy theories will be on the on the other side of the wrong side. And I'll tell you why, because they keep saying that we have to be prepared for tomorrow. And some of them go to the extent of saying you better have radio, you better have dry food, you better have water. I mean, so many things that they said that you need to have and be ready. And let's make this clear. I am ready for a zombie apocalypse. 100% bring them on. I got you guys. But for tomorrow, I thought that I needed to be ready too. And I took matters in my own hands and I did what I needed to be done. And I am ready. I prepped myself. I went to the store and I bought the paper glasses. I'm ready for tomorrow. I don't even believe it's a joke. I mean, it's just so dumb. I remember being a kid and watching a full eclipse. And what it is just the moon passing in between the sun and us. And if we're lucky enough to be in an area where you're going to be able to see it, great. And if you're not, it passing, you won't even notice. But it's pretty good that we're able to see it. I mean, has been what, like 30 years or so more since I saw the last one. So, and they say it's going to be like 20, 22 years until the next one. So it's a phenomenon that obviously is amazing. I don't think something is going to happen. Some people are even saying the government is watching you and calculating everything, and the government is always watching you. I mean, there is really nothing you can do about it. They're analyzing everything you're doing, especially now with AI and everything happening. Everything you say, everything I say, they're already thinking a bunch of other things, and who knows what's going to take it. Is just the way it is. The government's always watching. It's not going to be a difference. It's not going to be because the eclipse is going to be with, without, before, after, during the eclipse. They're going to be watching us all the time. That's not a doubt about that. But then we have the eclipse itself, and it's not going to change anything. It didn't change when I saw it when I was a kid, and it's not going to change anything tomorrow either. So let's just enjoy it, have fun. If you need a flashlight for 2 or 3 minutes that this might last, I mean, I think you have bigger problems than what the flashlight is going to help you with. So I don't think that this is something that we shouldn't even care. We should just enjoy it. You know, yesterday I went to a baseball game, doubleheader. My son had, my oldest son, and I was sitting down in one of the benches, and I saw 2 airplane eclipses. Yes, airplane eclipse, and it happened really fast, and it was awesome. The airplane got between me and the sun and crushed 2 of them. That was crazy. So nothing happened. I think the same thing is going to happen tomorrow. Just enjoy it, have fun, and let's see if we survive. I wish you all the best of luck. I think we'll need it. For those 2-3 minutes are essential. And I actually hope you get to see it in a very nice place. I hope you get to see the sun and the thing. I remember being a kid and seeing it, the little explosions from the sun coming to the sides and everything. You really had to see it in, and it was pretty awesome. So, anyways, enjoy it. Have a blast. See you on Sunday for episode lucky number 7. God bless us all. And I am over and out.